know any better. Girl, that man didn't show me ever. Do all I can just to show you you're special. Certain it's your love that holds me together. What is up, guys? CMR Nation. We are out here, and today we're gonna hop in this video. This is gonna be the 7 steps that you're gonna need for financial success, financial freedom. Okay, so we're gonna hop into it. The most important step 1, budget. Budget. How do you budget? You see how much you make, and usually I do it in a month time. How much you do in a month. So I make, probably like $2,400 in a month. Okay, that's how much I make. And then you do how much you spend, your expenses, when it's miscellaneous stuff like, oh, I went out to B-dubs or this and that, or, insurance, car payment, this, food, groceries, rent, just all that stuff. I pay around probably like $500 to $600, usually $500, close to $600 though, on my budget. That's how much my expenses are. So really I'm saving a lot. Number 2 is to downsize. Now, downsizing is kind of like this lifestyle. It's called minimalist. I'm kind of a minimalist. I only have stuff that I need, stuff that I know that I need in my life, that I use on maybe a daily or weekly basis, that benefits me, and that's why it's called minimalist. It's the basic stuff that you need in life. So I have two laptops. One's for schooling, one's for YouTube and other purposes. I have my guitar, cause I'm trying to learn guitar and stuff, and then I have my game stuff. Really it's just an Xbox with 2 or 3 games. I'm saying? I don't really do that much gaming. And then I have my books and everything, so I have stuff that keeps me busy, but it's a minimal amount of stuff. I don't have like 4 console gamings. I don't have like an Xbox, PlayStation, and this and that. You don't need all that. Probably the second most important thing is clothes. How much clothes do you have? I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people spend so much money on clothes. That's why the second thing is probably the most important thing. Is called downsizing. Sell your stuff on Facebook. Sell your clothes on Facebook that you never wear, that you don't need to wear for like $1, $5, because I'll help you out when it comes to number 3. Americans, we surround our stuff with stuff that we don't need. We spend money on useless stuff that we don't need. You know what I'm saying? And because we have this buying, we feel the need to buy something, to have something new, because it makes our day better. And that's probably the most dumbest thing ever. Downsize. You probably only need like 20 to 30 outfits at most, and to me that's even a lot. That's why I'm going around, people see me wearing the same clothes. Sometimes we even have holes, or some of my stuff's dirty a little bit, and they're like, wow, Ken, you're dirty. I say no. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, you guys just have 200 outfits, 200 pairs of shoes. You guys don't need that. I'm wearing the stuff that I wear just because it's, I need the minimum amount. I don't need, all this fashion stuff. I probably have the least amount of shoes, for a guy ever in the world. I think I have like 8 pairs of shoes, including my work boots. I have my work boots, a couple pairs of shoes. And while I see guys and girls have like 20 pairs of shoes, sell them shoes. Sell your stuff. Sell stuff that you don't need. If you have 4 cars and there's only two people in your family, sell them other 2 cars. You know what I'm saying? Sell them other 2 cars, man. Number 3 is probably gonna help you out a lot, because life happens to people. Now, number 2 should help you out with number 3. That's why downsizing is number 2. Sell that stuff that you don't need. Why? Because tip number 3 is to save $1,000. save $1,000. Save $1,000 for emergencies. Life's gonna happen to you. Just like how that that disease. Life's gonna happen to you. You know what? That $1,000 I saved up, helped me out. Took care of it. My car broke down. It's gonna cost me $600 to fix that. Oh, you have that $1,000 saved up to help you out. Step number 4, debt. What is your debt? This is debt, what you owe. Primarily, it's mostly schooling. That's what people a lot owe. School debt, school tuition, credit card debt, or cars / house debt. Those are the main debts. Tackle those debts. My advice: tackle the small bills first, and then do the big ones later. So let's say I have a $100 credit card debt bill. Pay that $100 credit card bill rather than paying that $250 school tuition. Because when you tackle small things first, you see progress, and people like progress. So it progresses you to tackle the next thing. A lot of people get in debt. My advice is the only thing that you should really be getting in debt for is maybe a house. A house is probably the only thing you should be really getting in debt. And if and we'll get about that in later videos. When buying a house and stuff, tips when it comes to buying a house and everything else. Okay, so when you got number 4 done, when you have number 4 completely done, maybe the exception to the house, you know what I'm saying? When you have number 4 completely done, like you have all your school tuition, your car paid for, credit card bills, done. This is when you go into number 5. Save $2,000 per person in your household. Now, if you're young like me, I don't have kids, I don't have a wife. Just save $2,000 personally for yourself. $2,000 personally for yourself. Okay, now if you're married and you have 2 kids, okay, that's 4 people. 4 people times $2,000 each, that's $8,000. So I have $8,000. Why? Because life happens to you. Especially when you have a bigger family, you know what I'm saying? The roof goes out, use $2,000. Blah, blah. When you use it, try to replenish it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I had to fix the roof. I used my emergency fund, $2,000 for myself to fix the roof. Okay, try to replenish that over, in the next, few months or the next year. Just try to replenish it as fast as you can. Okay, once you're done with step 5, step 6, step 6 and 7 are probably gonna be the third most important thing, and the reason why is because this is when you grow wealth. This is where you build wealth. Number 6 is as important as number 1, but you have to budget first, and I'll explain. Number 6 is invest. Learning to invest, side hustles, basically that second, third, or fourth stream of income. Why people stay poor is because they rely on one income. How people stay rich? Because they got their landscaping business bringing in the money. They got their dividend portfolio, stock market bringing in money monthly. They got this bringing in monthly. They got their candle business bringing in monthly. That's like three incomes, 4 incomes. They're getting money from every direction. So just in case, your candle business is not doing good, you have 3 other incomes that are helping you out, so you ain't gotta worry. You know what I'm saying? So learn, invest, do side hustles, make your own business, do something. Now, I will say this. Your budget matters still. Your budget does, just because you make $1 million in a year, ladies and gentlemen, it depends how much, are you spending that $1 million? Are you going out and buying 4 Lamborghini Aventadors? You know what I'm saying? Are you out there going and buy the best suits just because you make that much doesn't mean you should spend all of it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why budget is probably the most important thing in this thing, and downsizing. And then the third is, number 6. Invest. Number 7. But let me hop back into number 6. My bad, guys. Number 6, we'll come out with videos. My personal ways I make streams of income besides, my main job, and ideas that we can give you guys to make certain income too. Now let's hop into 7. Make financial goals and strive. That's probably the 4th and most important thing. Make financial goals. I'll give you an example. For instance, my financial goal I met in 2018. Okay, what was it? To learn the stock market as best as I can, and that's what I did. And I put a certain amount of money in there, so I learned that. I did that. Check. Now my goal is to have a positive percentage, a positive outlook when it comes to 2019, because I lost so much money when I was learning the stock market. That's why I don't put too much money in there. I had like probably $1,000 invested in my stock market, and I was just playing around with this, my do's and don'ts, and I learned from myself my do's and don'ts. I lost probably like $288 out of $1,000. I have more money in there now, but just because my companies went bankrupt and certain other stuff, I learned a lot. So make financial goals. So my goal for 2019 when it comes is to have $2,500 by the end of year. By the end of the year, more, which is kind of like the same goal as 2018, but then to add to that, to have my growth go back up, so I make up that that $280. So yeah, so those were probably the 7 steps for financial success. 7 steps that you guys need that will help you out a lot. Now, this next video that we're going to post is probably one of the most important things that you guys are going to need, and when it comes to, it's called job opportunities and benefits of certain jobs over the others, and how you can necessarily go from a decent job to a better paying job, and you got more time off, you make a lot more money, and it just helps you out overall. So we're gonna hop into that, and really guys, that's gonna be it. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. Give me some feedback, comment on these videos, guys. I want to know your input, what you guys know about financial stuff, and we're gonna do this next video soon. The next video will come out. I love you guys all. Peace.